Oh, hello everyone, Ito here and welcome back to another week of this Minecraft series, and we're going to start in here in the front of the temple because it's coming together really nicely, and this week I want to work on this boil. So this, oh wait, what? Wait, I just noticed that. Oh no, people keep flickering my trapdoors, but that is good because actually this week I want to tackle that thingy, the decorations that we are going to have over the walls and the different kind of challenges that we are going to have. So we're going to be talking about more of that later. But I'm really loving how my temple is coming together. And for the future plans, we need to do the portal over there. We need to retexturize the crane and also expand this bottom area where we are going to have like the tennis hall. So probably this is going to be more like a closed building with the crane on the top or something like that. And also we need to change that blocks, which are the Wendar bricks for these ones for the Wendar chisel bricks, because I really like more of these darker shapes instead of being kind of infused with chromatic or something around that. I don't like that because this is not something which is harnessing the powers of the gods. This is something that was after Idona struck the temple. So that means I need the stuff like are not going to be powered up, but more like with power lost. So that's kind of the whole thing. And yeah, so let's jump just right in and let's go. But before we jump there, I just wanted to tackle something that I kind of totally forget to talk about. I wanted to, and then I just forget it. To talk about on the last week, which is actually in the temple structure in itself. I really love how you go like more flat worlds, and yeah, we are going to help with Inri. He just requested a little bit of help with the create mod. But yeah, the thing is, I like how we got these like more flat walls with, we are going to work with the decorations, and then we got all the ornaments, and then we got like another more not so stylized roof, but with a lot of texturing because the whole building got a lot of texture. But I totally forget to talk about this part. So if we float over here, you're going to see like we got the classic more Asian style for the curved roof shape. And of course, we talk about the Sachihoko, so that's nothing like too fancy over there. But I never talk about this part and why actually these are curved. And I wanted to talk about these because most of the people in the Western world tend to believe the myth that it's because the ghosts or the spirits can't travel in like straight lines. So, or I mean, can only travel on a straight line. So whenever you got like a curved shape or something like this, it's like I'm in a spirit and I can't go inside because I'm in a spirit and I can't go on curved shapes. And also that's kind of a way people believe like the curved bridges and stuff like that are preventing from the ghost for crossing over and stuff like this. And again, it's just like a big myth in terms of the roofing part, because this is actually practical and there is not something that it's talked too much, and I believe it's a really smart thing that it's done since kind of since the architectural part of this. It's a really smart way to tackle stuff, and also it's the same reason why I purposely use scaffolding on this. And this is something that I knew pretty much from the start of the whole building. That's why I'm using the coconut actually, and that's kind of why everything is part of this color palette. So now with this I can convey this really well. So these curved shapes are intended to be like this because actually they are intended to let the light, let the sun travel through here and actually go and light the building inside. Of course, this is Minecraft. The light is not going to shine over the whole entrance of the temple, and if you got roof and stuff like that, it's not going to work. But I wanted to convey the same idea. So the purpose of having this open it like this is actually to have more light in the inner side of the buildings, and that's, as a design tool, it's really smart. That's why also I got like my lanterns in the mid or lower parts, like more in your face if you want, even when it's not needed, and that's why I like these darker spots. And also why I'm going to have like, if I'm going to use light, like on a station or something like that, because I think that's conveyed really, really well and also looks really fancy. So yeah, I think that was something really, really important that I did not want it to not kind of communicate, because it's something cool that most of the time is totally ignored. But also a lot of things happens over the weekend here, because we ran some community votes, it were some pals, and well, I got a little bit unlucky because my internet suddenly dropped down and I got glitched out into a block. Yeah, the result of that is I died. So I got a little bit of a clipping that I'm showing you right now, which is not too fancy, it's just me stacking the cake. It was super fun until I got glitched out in that desert village, but it was super weird because I could see the mobs, but the mobs couldn't see me. And I placed the blocks, and there the blocks kind of disappeared. So yeah, it was really, really, really weird. So I just was telling the guys over the Discord a story that I was building my base into a village desert, and I mean, it was the best base ever. So sadly, now it's lost, sucked out by the gods. So it started like a fun joke because, you know, I got totally um, kind of glitched out inside of the vault and I couldn't play at all for the last like 10 minutes of the run, so that sucks. But as a joke became like really, really funny, and actually I'm going to run with the lore of that. So I just got that base got struck down by the gods, and then I came as a refugee into this temple, and then the gods struck the temple down again. So I'm going to be running with that lore from here onward, so that's really cool. And also, from that kind of a whole event, I came with these two boxes. This first box was because I was which one it was? Yeah, I was respectful of others' property. I believe it's because I didn't get that many items, to be honest. So they give me the tiger shrimpy burger, and a scrap, a vault trinket, a block of traumatic steelbook, which is really good, 64 relic booster packs, and of course the trophy, I would say. The unidentified relic fragments are actually really good, and also treasure googles, which is something that I don't have. So this box was really, really cool. And then we also got the second box, and this was the one that kind of the one that performed the worst. So this is the other one, the edamame soybean burger, other trinket scrap and normal trinket, another box, another relic booster pack, an infused catalyst for extended, which makes sense because it was time, an unidentified relic fragment, and of course running late, which is a nice joke. But also I got this one, and yeah, this is something that I said when it was kind of my first phrase when I just realized that I was stuck there. I'm going to build my base here now, so well, I did, and then my base got struck down, and it was the best base you have ever have seen. I mean, you have not seen it, but it was the best base ever on this server, so let me tell you that. As you can see, I now needing more of the dirt, and this is something that actually is going to be a whole project in itself. So I'm going to tackle that on a stream because I realized that I can have the composter. Look, hello Marrow there. I got a batch composter here, which is from thermal, because there is a way to have dirt actually made in the game. And I can do this with compost, slag, and sand for making one dirt. So the compost is something that I'm going to require for with the batch composter. So it's just like a small chance to get the compost from composting on the batch composter compostable items. Yeah, it's like a tongue twist, but you get the point. So eventually what we are going to do is we need to find something out of these type of seeds or crops that we can kind of kind of sent out into this batch composter. That's the part that I still got no idea exactly how I'm going to make it. But then we are going to do the slag and the sand, and for the sand it's really simple because then I just grab the gravel over there and I pulverize it. For the gravel, I grab the cobblestone and I pulverize it. For the cobblestone, I just do this and I get free cobblestone. Ooh, just like that. So, ooh, can I go up? Yes. So as you can see here, cobblestone into gravel into sand, not a big deal. So we pretty much got that side automated, but also I need to have the slag, and the slag is actually also simple because it's just gravel and you cook it, and it's one-on-one. So essentially we are going to be using more of the cobblestone generator into gravel. We are going to have two different gravels, one for converting into sand, and the other gravel is going to be converted into slag. And the thing for the dirt, it's probably want to do something more manually, in a sense like I can throw the items, for example, here or in the chest for the pulverizing whatsoever. And for the dirt, maybe I want to do something similar that is not going to be running 24/7. So that means I can automate the whole process all the way to the sand. So I'm pretty much just going to be grabbing the sand. I'm also just going to be doing the same for the slag in terms of the gravel. So I'm just going to be grabbing the material for here. I'm going to feed it into somewhere else for the batch composter, or I mean for the dirt. And then I just need to have the batch composter part. So this is something that we are going to be working on the stream. So if you are watching this, it's because you are part already of the stream there. But yeah, that's going to be interesting to make. And I'm liking how my base is coming together in terms of the development of the whole things that we need. Because I believe this, if this is not the last one, we are kind of getting really close to managing full sustainability. So we are going to tackle this first, and then we are going to be going back with the buildings and everything else that I already talked about. And with a stream later and a little bit of an extra mess up, what we have over here is not the fully setup done, but kind of everything already laid out. So back here, I added more of the iron farm because, you know, we have a lot of daisy villagers and we want to be life friendly with the server. So yeah, not more of our like iron farm over there, at least not as the main resource. We are going to be tackle that later, don't worry. So yeah, we got air, limestone, ironstone, and coal, which are material for making the iron. So these are 4 of my iron farms right now. We are just adding everything into the system. As you can see, this is a frame controller slave. So this is another like input into the whole system. So it's connected to the drawers. And everything extra is just here. So I crafted a new phytogenic insulator, but with this one we are going to change the augments a little bit more. So over here we are going to be using this cyclical processing, which is going to grab the items from here and is going to input them here again. So we are going to be creating wheat, and also we are going to be creating seeds, and the seeds are going to be recyclable pretty much. Also, we got this auxiliary process seed because we don't care too much about max efficiency or speed and everything like that. And this is going to be creating a 50% extra of the secondary product. And you can see with that extra increase on the in this case on the cost, on the processing energy, we are now on 80, which is 80% efficiency, which I'm fine with. But the cool thing about this is 80 plus these two guys are actually these two onto 40, so it's perfectly matching this 560, which is perfect because now we're using the full capacity of this generator for fueling the phytogenic insulator, also the pulverizer, another to 40, and also this new one. And this one is going to be like perpetually just cycling around, and then we are going to be extracting the stuff from the hopper, which we are going to be extracting, as you can see, the output on the bottom side. So all the wheat and the seeds are going to going into this batch composter, and then this composter is just going with the hoppers onto this another slave. So we got another one here, you can see that there. And then we are going to be exporting pretty much all the compost into this drawer. So for the slag, I believe we are going to repurpose everything here and make like a small forge. And maybe, I'm not so sure, but we can extend this side a little bit. So essentially, instead of being like this, we either go around here or just kind of a here and then with a small like hiccup or something. I'm still not sure, but I believe it's going to be cool to have some type of array of a furnace or something here. That's going to be nice. I don't know how kind of a far back I want to be there, but at most I'm going to be like 5 blocks, so it's going to be like a small square if you want. So for the whole building is not going to be that big of a thing, you know, and it's going to be like in the middle here. So maybe I'm not so sure on that idea. Oops. But yeah, the whole point is going to be having like an array here with probably like 449 plus the recyclers. So my idea is going to be essentially I just have an array of larches. I drop everything that I want there. For example, in this case, I'm going to be coming here, grabbing some of the gravel, coming back down, throwing the gravel here, smelting the gravel into the slags, and then using the slags plus the compost for and also the sand that we are going to be requiring here for creating the dirt. And just because this is going to be a long process, I went ahead, I went kind of a really far away and mined some dirt, and also I bought some of the copper because I was running really low on that. So yeah, we're still like feeding these guys. And also I got requested to craft some auto crafters, so I went ahead and just crafted kind of a more for myself. And we are going to be, this is our way to create the terracotta. So probably that's going to be also for the future. But yeah, everything is kind of a hook. I just need to wait now for my electrician siren to connect. So she's going to be able to buy, to sell me of the electricity cables and actually connect the machine. So that's really good. I also have been crafting a lot of the dolls, but these are like the good ones. And I got a bunch of bad ones. So yeah, this is kind of the other thing because I have been not running too much Vault, but I was AFKing, kind of making everything a little bit more polished, finishing the contraptions and the machines on the stream. So I would say everything came really, really, really nice together. But this week, I also got requested to work on my war plate over here. I mean, not exactly here, but mostly over the spawn, because we need to move it into our new hub. So I think it's going to be proper for this week to drop kind of all the plans, put the ceiling on hold to finish, put the decorations on hold. That was kind of what they planned, but you know, stuff happened. And also not going with the portal, but focus on our new small hub because it's going to be amazing. So if we travel here into just the where our workplate is linked, this happened to me all the time because I'm just kind of still connecting. And this happens when you are low on your connection. But as you can see, I got my wasted land with my sign change. I don't know who did that. But we are going to essentially remove this whole platform over here. And this is the kind of a central hub over there. But yeah, people are working, doing stuff. So hello. This is Hoy. People is doing kind of stuff with buildings and things. Also, we got the warehouse, as you can see there, where the people is just going to be doing their just kind of the looting and stuff. So we got the stuff that if you are going to return childcares or things that need to be sorted, and if you are looking for gear, pretty much this is the community warehouse. So you come here, you search for your own level, and then you get your gear. So I have not been using this too much, but it's a really cool thing. And also we got an slot machinery that I have not been using. Hello, dog. But the people have been having fun, so probably we're going to do that later. And the new spawn is actually, or the new hub is actually going to be this trunk. So if you look at this from far away, you can see like it's really, really, really big. I just didn't notice that portal, that's something new. And I haven't been exploring this too much, but I just knew that the people played a lot of time building this one. So yeah, it's actually really cool. I'm not so fond personally on these bright vines and stuff like that, but I think they are cool. They're just kind of not my style specifically, but I think this is really nice. It's really colorful still. Yeah, I like it overall. So now we need to claim. Ooh, yeah, they need to be trimmed a little bit. We are going to be claim an spot here. So also I already have the hub, which is the destination for this wave zone. And yeah, you can see they use a lot of the chipped mod that I'm not wanting to go crazy with that. And a lot of the people have claimed stuff here. This is the one for story. And yeah, you can see different like small boxes and stuff. So since the third floor is already claimed, we are going to be needing to go onto the second floor. So if we go here, on the second floor, this is kind of a pretty much open, and oh, people are going to be flying here. So yeah, we got Vanity, which has already claimed this one. Cool, cool, cool. We got Inris with their Acropolis, which is really nice actually. That was smart. And yeah, we are free to get one. So this is corrosion. And over here we got someone, I guess. So I believe I want to go with someone similar to where my temple is. So you can see like this is my patch of land. So it's a little bit like in a corner, in a diagonal in that case, like where the chicken came from. So hey, are you inviting me here, Mr. Chicken? Are you telling me like this is going to be my plot? It seems right. So if I look kind of like at the corner, I think I'm going to be looking at kind of at my base. So yeah, good choice, Mr. Chicken. Do you think this one too? No, I think this, yeah. Oh yeah, you're just telling me that you're going to move over. Fair enough. So yeah, don't worry, it's going to be fine. So, oops. How do I climb this again? I think I need to, oh, I need to do this. So, can I put my full name? Yes. So yeah, we are going to be working here. So let me catch some materials and some ideas. I will be right back. And with a little bit of work, we got our room finished. So I extended, of course, the gravel a little bit out. I even added the crafts and I just added pictures. So the cool thing about this is they are kind of somewhat related to the different angle, but it's not perfectly safe because or kind of a perfectly exact, mainly because first we got the angle of the camera and also that way I can integrate them better using the pillars. So this is the overall thing. It doesn't kind of make that much sense, but it's a little bit of a mixture in between what we were using in the temple and also how it's looking in the biome in itself. So you can see, for example, here we use the spruce and the dark oak beams because they got more texturized, they are more reddish, while these are more grayish. And it's the same reason why we use some strip driftwood there and acacia, so we can transition from kind of the whole floor aesthetic. And yeah, I also added this pedestal with just a random block pretty much because this is mimicking actually our plate and also the waistline. So this is like a small array of the biome if you want, and then of course we teleport over here and you can see like we are actually looking to something better. So the only thing that I want to change is actually when you came here you start looking at the temple in itself. I just don't know how to do that because yeah, when you are looking here, oh, we are glitching out. When you are here, you are actually looking to the outside. So I believe it's because they are looking to each other. So in that way, there is nothing else that I can do because this war plate is actually looking up to that way. And the other one is looking up to this way, which is kind of facing that side in this case, kind of more like here. So I don't think, yeah, you can see this is kind of like the angle that we have. So I don't think we can change that, but overall I really like it. So yeah, this took me less time than intended, but I still got kind of a one more stream over this week. So I will see you later after that. And as you can see, we have been doing more stuff. Starting with our collection of dolls. These are the bad ones, and I got plenty of bad ones because I was using my talents. I believe they are called, no, my expertise, into the lucky altar. And I have been having a lot of that, so it's really, really good. If you are planning to do a lot of dolls, you need to have the lucky altar. It's really, really nice one. And also, I did just an improvement on what we had previously back here, which were the boiler part of the items. Now they are into a brand new section. So yeah, my magnet is on, it's somewhere around here, yeah, just like that. So I got now a new array, so everything that is not sorted by the system now it's coming down here, then it's getting extended into this 3 wide item vault. And then I got the filter for these guys, so we got the gold and the leather plus the bow. Over here I got the iron plus the chainmail with the sword, and the sword is mainly for the wither skeletons. And then we got some random stuff that I believe you can get from the mob from time to time. Both sides are the same because for some reason I realized that something weird happened, that it seems like the funnel is a little bit slower than the hopper speed. So even if I am inputting items into the vault via hopper speed, it seems like these guys with the flapping animation are a little bit slower, so I got the same essentially on both sides. And this third part is just for voiding these extra items, and everything else is going to be like 10 items being held into these hoppers, and everything extra is going to serve as a backup in the vault. And hopefully this is going to be good for... Ooh, did I glitch myself into the block? It seems so. It's going to be good for sorting out the extra part of the items, and if I need to expand this later on, I believe what can I do is just kind of a funnel another long item vault, kind of probably cascading it here. So we are going to essentially add a double filter for each, and both of them are going to be linked into a 9 array of items. I believe that's going to be the best way that we can compromise the organization with everything else. I think it's a really good way to deal with the scrappy things that you really don't want to use. And the other ones are going to be being expanded into our storage system. So for example, I want to keep the banners just because they are cool. I want to keep the potion just because they can be useful maybe for healing mobs or stuff like that. I want to keep the compost that we are having from this whole thing, which is going to allow me to create more dirt. Right now I'm having some backup because I was manually mining these ones, but that's it's something that I don't want to do over time, so yeah. And as you can see, we got kind of a disarray that I can speed up with the bone meal, or not really speed up because these ones, even if it got the augment, this is like the max speed that I want to have essentially, because this is more about the product, not about the speed necessarily. So this one is slow, but over time it's going to be producing wheat. It's going to recycle one of the wheat seeds, and everything extra is going to be processed over here on the batch composer. And that means I'm going to have, these ones only have the 4 times augmentation. It's not really needed, but yeah, slowly over time it's going to build the compost, which then I'm going to be processing with the slags, and we are going to use that for creating more dirt over time. So this is kind of where we are right now. And also the other thing that we did was working on the back here, creating our 2 kind of a new generators. So if you look at here from the main part, we got 2 new over there. This one is for the ice. So we are generating, where's our ice? Over there. And it's a really simple blast chiller. This one is just generating ice pretty much. So if I do that, you are going to see like it's going to grab the water and it's going to generate ice over here, just like that. And well, that's it pretty much. And then also we got this second one, which is now active, which is powering it's powering this phyto generator. So I got it marked with bone block because it looks nicer, but essentially it's powering the same idea here, and it needs to be soft power or low signal because I don't want to hard power the block and then lock the hover on the bottom side. For this one, it's just on the outside part, and I'm using the bone mill signal because sure, why not? I just thought it looks okay. So yeah, this is kind of what we are using, and the batch composter it's composting also, so really big improvements. And the other thing is I got this now, so I just press the button because everything is automated. I just right click with the altar over here, and just like that, sometimes I got lucky. This is my lucky altar with the 30%, and I just can keep doing it over and over again. So this is really satisfying. When that is kind of a full, then I check the items. So far, I still got enough for the sugar cane. Actually, let me grab some of them because we are going to need to create a lot of one of them. For example, I'm not starting to running low on the azaleas, but probably I want to have more. I'm running low on the potatoes. I'm not kind of running low on the wheat, but I want more. And also right now I'm starting to get running low on the sugarcane. So 210 of the string, we need to farm spiders, and the souls are something that I can get from villagers, so it shouldn't be that hard. And on the netherrack side, we still got some, so we should be fine with this crystal. We just need to farm some of the spiders. But yeah, this is kind of what I have constantly been doing over here. We are going to request some, or going to require some more of the bone meal over here. But the other thing is, yeah, I'm going to require more sticks. Let me grab a full stack. That means I need now 2 of the, in case you're interested, of the totem of undying. Oh, I need to be more on this. Oh, come on. I think more on the corner. Yes. Now down. Perfect. And then I go here. I just select the doll and I just craft it. I always want to have one in case I kind of wanted to rush inside of a vault or whatsoever. So yeah. And then I check. Oh, these are really bad actually. More one here. So I don't know what I'm going to do with these ones, to be honest. Probably I'm going to set like an impromptu chop, like you are going to get a randomized reward of gold for running that doll because it's not really important. It's just kind of a for. I mean, it's, some of them is like 10%. They are really, really crap. So probably it's just going to be like free XP. And yeah, it's going to be more kind of for the reward for the people, so I'm going to invest more gold into make them use. But also, I got a lot of them which are really, really, really good. So all of them are pretty much on the 60s, and then we got the 50s ones over here. And everything that is kind of a 50 or higher, I consider really valuable. I don't care about the XP, more about the loot, because a lot of the people care more about the loot. So the XP is going to be another one, but that's important because we need to do one more thing, which is our loot for this week. And that thing is we need to open a doll. So I got this one given to Siren, and she just completed this guy. But it seems like it's going to be laggy, so I already warned all the people on the server. Hopefully this is going to be fine. So first of all, we place these guys over there. Haha, and now we just need to kill this mini-me. But before that, let me open the, not the void one, the pickup. I think it just, yeah, it should be fine. Magnet, it's on, and hopefully I don't need to go and rush for more chests. So let's see. Oh boy. Oh boy, that's laggy. Oh boy, that's laggy. I right click my backpack and oh boy. Oh boy, that's laggy as hell. Well, I kind of expected this, to be honest. So we clearly need plenty of chests. Oh boy, that's going to be interesting. I'm hoping that I'm not lagging the server so hard. I tried to right click the chest. I don't think I open it. Oh no, items don't. Yeah, I totally opened that. Okay, how do we do this? I believe I need to do this like that. Can I? Oh, I'm not going to be able to have my open hand. So can I do that? Ooh, I think this is a bad idea. My game is crashing. Okay, everything seems to be fine so far. Maybe not. But we are getting somewhere, so yeah, let me try to open stuff. Oh, actually, I can do this also. Deactivate the magnet. I could be crashing right now without noticing. Oh, I get the vault diamond just from there, which for some reason I right click the diamonds. How? Oh no, I just get this. Okay, yeah, I think my magnet has not been deactivated yet because these items are following me. And this is clearly a drop on FPS. Okay, I can put some stuff there for now. Okay, magnet off. I should be able to grab this. Oopsie, this happens when you get too good of a vault. So yeah, this is going to be like a super good one. Let me quit and show you what I can collect later on because right now we are super lagged out. Okay, crisis averted. I didn't panic at all. This was not a problem. That was crazy. Oh boy, look at this. I just needed to restore my deposit part, so I pull away some of my creator stuff. So I could manage to hold and some more space on this. My gold went like in 200 up, if not more, which is insane for, I think it was like a paradox vault or something. It was crazy. So yeah, thank you Siren for that. Oh, I didn't realize he redied it. Oh, that's sad. Well, it happens. So I'm just accounting for the gold. I got plenty of jewels. I got plenty of gear and even more gold that I got not sorted out. It was kind of a before I organized my backpack, so you can get like a small idea on what I got on stuff. So yeah, kind of a little bit of everything, stacks of gems, a lot of jewels, plenty of gold, some other material. And over here we got more gear. I'm going to have a lot of gear to run through. All of this is going to be level 100, by the way. So probably I'm expecting some omegas over here. So that's going to be nice. And even more here, actually. Plus my backpack, plus the secondary backpack. So it's going to be a lot. But I want to show you the final count on the gold. So let me do that actually. Can I have that here? I should have a space, right? Yeah, if I go with one of them, it's going to be enough then. I mean, I can also do that, I guess. And we can swap for there and from over here. So yeah, I can do this. And since I got my magnet on, I should be able to grab now all of, or transfer all of them into my backpack. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, 46 stacks, total of 380. So almost, I would say, I believe I got like 120 or something around that. So it's like 3 times, if not more, to what I have in terms of my gold, just for one of them. And it was not even the most powerful one. So crazy. But yeah, that's going to be my whole weekend pretty much, because now I'm going to sign off. I'm a really bit tired, not plenty much of runs, but I watched a video on Iskal where he said like he silently buffed the burgers and he crafted a lot of them before I realized that actually the thing that I should have done earlier on was adding the upgrade. So I keep kind of stalling or getting stuck here on 512, and then it was just kind of a crafting. Oh burgers. So I don't know, and maybe I'm going to try to reach 85 over the weekend, or maybe we're going to do that the next week, because my interest for, or kind of what I wanted to achieve this week, I couldn't. But yeah, I did plenty of other stuff, more infrastructure here. We work into improvements with the portal, which is something like took me like a whole day pretty much, but I think it was worth it. Also, now I'm going to spend pretty much every day of the weekend here into this whole thingy. So yeah, this is going to be a lot of time, but I have been having a lot of fun by crafting these guys, by improving my waste system, if you want, like my trash can part. I need to check it. Oh, actually, let me check it. Maybe there's something there. I hope not. But up to this point, oh yeah. Yeah. That's kind of why I got the filter for the trash can, because these guys went into this part for sure. So yeah, let me double check that we got nothing else. We shouldn't. And these are extracting everything else. So yeah, when you put too much stuff into your system that are unsorted, these could happen. Good thing that I discovered this part, and here is the stuff. So yeah, this is kind of where we are right now. I'm going to deactivate the pickup picker over there, and probably for the next week we are going to talk about what we had in terms of gear and other stuff. So see you there. And if you are, as usual, if you're interested, feel free to drop by on my Twitch, because this week we are going to be talking probably on the stream first into the item thingy. So bye bye.